Wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up.
Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Morning to you.
Good. Here I am now. It is I, Lord. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today. A fantastic Friday morning to all of you, wherever you are. Thank you so much for waking up to keep us company. It is Friday the 27th of February, 2026. And just like that, February is about to go through the door. Tomorrow being the last day of February. It's one of those days where we can truly say 28 days in February alone. And so to all of you who are looking forward to what March brings, I hope that you're looking forward to it with a positive outlook, because there's so much that's going to be happening in the month of March. And so I hope you've got yourself ready and you're ready to take on the world. I'm Pearson Bowen. Good having you company. To those of you watching on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb, good morning. How do you do as well? Remember, share the show, share the love, bring others along to share in what we do. And as you make your comments and your goodbyes, your good mornings and everything else as well, talk to us, engage with us as well. We love when you engage with us in the ways that we do every single morning. And of course, we also encourage you, if you know of something or someone whose story has to be told, or just an idea that you think we should tackle, tell us about it by sending us an email. The email address is right there on your screen. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. To all, we say thank you as well. What a week we've had, haven't we? The heads started to meet on the 24th of February. Oh boy, there was conversation, and conversation continues to flow. They end today in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis under the theme, Beyond Words, Taking Action for a Thriving, Sustainable CARICOM. And so you have an opinion on that, don't you? I'm sure you do, and so the conversations will continue, no doubt, flowing from that meeting of the CARICOM Heads of Government. It's the 50th regular meeting. Coming up today, however, good morning, Joe Jackman. Have a fantastic Friday morning to you as well. Safe weekend to you too. We're starting today to look ahead to the month of March today, because in March, that's one day in March where we look at women and the development of women, the support of women, and there's a day dedicated for that, International Women's Day. What's the theme? What are the activities being held here in Barbados, and what else do you think we still can do? We have questions to ask of organizations in just a little while. Slender Glenda, good morning. She says good morning to all of the beautiful viewers, and to you we say good morning to you as well, Slender. Have a terrific day. Audrey Harris, morning. How are you doing? Also today, we want to take a look at the work of the Kiwanis in Barbados. There's a club known as Club Benevolence, and so they have an activity coming up. We'll share with you what that activity is and how you can be a part of it as well. Verena is saying back to you, Slender, and we'll look at that in a very great detail as well. We'll also be reaching up beyond the oceans to connect with a Barbadian who is doing excellent things afar. He is known, he is renowned, and he is good at what he does. And I'm sure you want to hear who he is. Sweet Rons, good morning. Fantastic Friday morning to you as well. She wishes a wonderful weekend to everyone everywhere back at you. Mixie John Chike, good morning. Greetings from the motherland. Which motherland is that for you? Is it Africa? Good morning to you, John. Have a terrific day. Bako Corbin, good morning. He wishes a fantastic Friday morning to everyone, and to the Brooklyn posse, morning. Pat Ben, there you are. Good morning to you, Pat. Have a terrific day as well, and a wonderful, fantastic Friday. But it's also Friday, and as we did last week, we shall do again this week. We'll be taking your musical requests. There is a voice, and I'm telling you, a voice that is beyond measure. That voice will join us this morning. That voice will also be seeing some of your favorites. And so your requests, as we did last week, is exactly what we're asking of you this morning as well. So get ready for our little mini concert here on Morning Barbados this morning as well in our second hour, so stick around. But our question of the day is one in which we want to engage with you. Our question of the day is, and remember to give me a call on 228-5562 or 228-5563. What role, sorry, this cough will not leave. What role should men play in advancing women's causes? What do you think should be the role that men should play in advancing women's causes? Is it that men should speak up more where silence is complicity? If we keep quiet, we're agreeing with. But should we speak up more in support of advancement of women's causes? Is that an option? Should we just step back, men, and allow the ladies to lead? That's controversial, boy. I can't wait to hear your opinion on that. I'm getting a nod from my boy in the studio with me. Should men just simply step back and allow the women to lead? What do you think on that one? Should we challenge other men to get involved? Should men challenge other men to get involved? This is the question. What role should men play in advancing women's causes? Should we give quietly support, just quietly, or should we give support publicly, loudly? Should we also choose not to get involved at all? Men could choose not to get involved at all. Do you feel that way? Are you one of those men who said that's for them, let them do what they want to do, and I'm not getting involved in it at all? So what's your thought on this? 228-5562 or 228-5563. What role should men play in advancing women's causes? What is your say on this? Feel free also to comment in our comment sections on Facebook and YouTube. I'm waiting on your call because I'm sure you have an opinion. Should we speak up, fellas? Let's take this call. Good morning. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I do well too. Who's calling?
My name is Missy.
Missy.
Yes.
Is that what they call you, or is that your real name?
I don't think it matters.
Well, I'm just curious. That's why it matters to me.
Okay.
But that's all right.
Okay.
What part are you watching from?
Christchurch.
Okay, Missy of Christchurch. What do you think? What role should men play in advancing women's causes? Any of those, or is there another you'd like to advance?
I think they should speak up. Silence is complicity. And then I think they should see in their lives where they're taking the front seat, where they should let women lead.
In any and every endeavor and every sphere, women should lead, or should there be a balance?
I think there should be a balance.
May I
But
ask you,
people should think about when they're speaking for women or about women.
can I ask you a question? Are you in your 20s, 30s, 40s, what?
30s.
In your 30s. And over your 30 years of life on this earth so far, have you seen any advances made by women? And have you also seen men giving support to those advances at all?
Well, in all cases, these things are not a straight line. There's always progress, and then there's backlash.
Right.
So these things are a pendulum.
So, good. So if you had to weight in the scales of balance here now, which one wins here, the advancement or the backlash?
It's kind of equal sometimes.
Okay.
But I think as we move forward, we get better. But sometimes we have a little bit of backtracking.
Okay. Don't play it safe, Missy. Don't play it safe. Don't play it safe. Have a position, hold your position, and go with it. Because that's how
Right now we're in a little bit of a backtrack phase. But I have faith in men, you know.
To do what?
To do the right thing. To make space and realize that everybody moves forward.
Right. Do you have brothers at all, Missy?
Yeah, I do have a brother.
And what do you think is their general attitude towards women's advancement?
We don't really discuss it, but
by their actions,
we have a strong mother, so I think that has an effect on respecting women.
Okay, that's a strong mother. That's a good thing. What about you? What about you? What do you want for more men? I mean, you're answering based on all options given to you, but ideally, what do you want, Missy, in your 30s, men to do more?
I think listen, see women as people just like them with vibrant interior lives rather than objects or problems. And I think that empathy will go a long way for treating each other like humans.
Missy, I enjoyed this conversation with you. Don't be a stranger. Call some more and lend your opinion, okay?
Yes, no problem.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it indeed. Missy from Christchurch in her 30s and sounding smart and sounding bright and clearly understanding what the mission is 228-5562 or 63. Kenny G says, I think all of the above. Kenny, that's being safe because there are different times each of these is needed from men. We all know that sometimes when men get involved, we are put in our place. Kenny, fair? If that's it, you're put in your place and said, stay out, keep out of this. This has nothing to do. Is that what you mean? This has nothing to do with you. So you stay in your place. Is that what you mean, Kenny? Anyhow, you keep thinking about this. Feel free all the time. I always encourage you to interrupt me if you think you need to. Post your comments and keep the conversation going in your different spaces today. We'll take a break right here and we're going to jump right into what else we have to serve with you this morning in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about solar ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized.
Good morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
I'm not Nika. I'm Pearson. It's so good to see you indeed. We turn our conversation now to just ahead of International Women's Day, which you know always happens on the 8th of March, by having a deep and in-depth conversation right now with the president of NOW, Melissa Savory, and the man who leads men's educational support empowerment. Correct. Thank you so much. I keep getting it wrong, right? Fabian
right.
Sargent. Perfect people to have this conversation with. We were having our own conversation prior to coming onto the air just now based upon the question of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And what was your reaction, Melissa?
That I agree. That's it.
That you agree? Fabian?
I was saying that that men just need to keep their mouth shut, to be honest. You know?
Why do you say that, all opposition?
Because women ask us to listen more. Even the lady just now that answered the question, she said she would like men to listen more. Right? You can't listen and talk together. So just let me keep our mouth shut for a little bit.
But then it's a conversation,
and then it may
Pearson.
come across as empathy, you know?
No, it's a conversation.
But Melissa wants a conversation.
Yes, so you
I
still have
agree.
to share your emotions. You can't tell a man just shut up. And he has emotions too that he wants to express. So yes, to listen and to show empathy. And to, I'm sorry to hear, that's empathy and not just shut up. Maybe shut up and there's no conversation. As far as I'm concerned, you're shutting me out. And we don't want that.
Some men feel women tend to talk over men a lot. Because women don't shut up.
Women are talkative.
You got that right. So Fabian, just keep quiet, right?
But I agree with her. The challenge is that we were not taught to give what she's asking for. And that's the reality. Yes. All of this conversation and empathy and responding and communication, it sounds really good in an ideal setting. But we men in Barbados, especially in Barbadian culture, we were never taught that. So sometimes we are expected to display behaviors that are foreign to us, and that is the reality. I mean, to be honest, it just calls for a degree of intentionality and for us to start to relearn certain behaviors and say, well, look, that particular behavior does not work well for us in our relationships. We no need to learn new behaviors. So it's not being facetious, it's that I'm trying to be as realistic. If you're going to fix a problem, you have to find out what the problem is and then work towards the solution.
And though there sounds like a divide folks at home, there really isn't. These two are so well joined together. And so, Melissa, we have coming up very shortly International Women's Day.
Yes.
What's the theme?
The theme is Rights, Justice, Action for all women and girls.
And what does that thing mean to you, and how can we express that theme?
Well, when we speak about rights, we are speaking about women's rights, right? And then justice for them, because we have situations, for instance, rape and so on, because people are saying, what justice? Justice for what? For these kind of things. Even in terms of how they're handled, that in itself is justice. And then action, because we do a lot of talking. But what are we putting in place? What are the policies that we are putting in place? How are we changing things? How are we putting, action behind our words? So rights, justice, action, and again, for all women and girls. So it's basically a whole melting pot. Once these things come together, then it makes it better for women to exist in society. Knowing
the theme, what is now doing about that thing to put plans in place to give action to the words?
Action is what we do. Last night I had an Instagram live and they said one word to describe now, and they said action. Because that's what we do. We're looking to see what policies need to change so we can work on advocating to get them to change. We are trying to get education for the police and for the doctors who handle rape cases and so on. So we're trying to get these things happen. Does that happen overnight? But there's constant work happening in the background to make these things a reality.
And how is that in alignment with, or in conversation with, or in agreement with men? So what kind of relationship exists so that together you advance?
And that is key. Relationships and partnerships are key. And that is why he's here this morning, because again, we are working together to ensure, people say, oh no, you got to be a feminist or you can't got men. No, they need to be in the conversation because men are there. Do we just ignore them? Tell them shut up? No, we don't. We include them. We say, this is what we want. Is this something that you think can work? Because it doesn't make sense me putting things in place and calling for certain action when it doesn't make any sense. So you have those conversations first and make sure that it's something that both parties can work with, and then we fight to get it done together.
Let's speak of the benefits of those, Fabian. What do you see to be, and what do you realize are the benefits of this collaboration?
I guess the benefits really, in a general sense, is the improvement in terms of how families function, how men and women work together. For far too long, we've been doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Whenever they hear of women or men's advocacy, the perception is that there's a fight. One body on the red corner, one body on the blue corner, and with a referee. And that is not the case. And the benefits really of us coming together is really for, I guess, when we look at society as a whole, there's so many divisions in many spaces, and there's a need for us to work together. A woman will get a child by herself, and a man won't do it. There's a collective process, and that needs to be replicated across the society in all aspects, from family to professional life to social life. And there are there are a lot of benefits. And if we work together, I am telling you that a lot of the challenges that we see in society today will be mitigated or even eliminated.
But a lot of times, for a lot of people who are onlookers, so to speak, who are not necessarily part of the National Organization of Women, they think that when you talk about rights, it sounds as though you're being so militant and not recognizing that rights come with responsibilities. Let's talk about that thinking that still exists in community.
Well, sometimes I get even phone calls telling me, but what rights women really want? Women got enough rights. And then you also get the fact that people will say to you, you can open the door for yourself, or you can do this for yourself, because when I want all these rights and all. But we are human too, and simple human rights are rights that we are calling for. And what is good for a man should be good for a woman. Why should it be any different? So we continue to fight that. And across the world, if you go now, you will see that women are still fighting for their rights, and for human rights. They can't drive, they can't walk on the streets alone, they can't. And we understand sometimes it was for their safety, and we understand that now we are trying to change a mindset based on what women can and should do. And so we continue to fight for women's rights throughout.
And part of those rights, Fabian, is the right just to exist, to be, and to live in her own femininity without feeling as though she's a prey or is preyed upon. And oftentimes when you turn the pages of the newspaper, you see so many cases where women are their rights are infringed by a man. Let's talk a little bit about that and what you would want men to start to consider to change as of today so that they don't take prey of the woman.
I think men should first start with their mindset, how they see women. And a lot of that starts in the household. It starts with, it may sound like a stick record, but this is exactly where it starts, you know. A man's perception of a woman or how she's treated starts from how he is treated and how he sees women as a child, how he's treated by women, you know. So it is very important that we pay attention to how we treat to our boys and shape their mindsets when it comes to women. I did a session at a particular school at the time, and the things, there are boys who were saying, you know, I would be violent against a woman, and you know, and they acknowledged that at the age of 15 and 14, you know, where did that start from? And they're still in school, so you can imagine as they mature in years, what their attitude towards women would be. So it really starts with mindset. We have to get men shaping how we see women, and not see women as a competition, see women as complementary, see women as an equal partner. You know, understand that we all want the same thing, and we all have roles to play within the family, within society generally. So, you know, that's where the respect really comes, and this idea that I am a man, so I am better than you, I am more powerful than you. We need to really reshape that thinking, you know. And I guess once we can reshape that thinking, we can get boys, and it has to start with boys, because boys become men. Once we can get boys and children thinking differently, responding differently, and reacting to women differently, then we would be able to see the shift that we would like to see.
It's generational, it's also perhaps societal, but we'll talk about that and what actions can flow from acknowledgement of that fact right after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
24 and a half after 6 o'clock. We're starting this discussion today ahead of International Women's Day on the 8th of March, but it's a discussion that's important enough to have perhaps every single day, because perspectives can shift in a second, whether positively or negatively. And so keeping it at the forefront is absolutely critical. Thus, Melissa Savory is here as the president of NOW, and Fabian Sargent as the man who leads men's. And so the discussion, as I took the break, was whether it's generational or societal, and what can we do? What's the action we can do under the theme rights, actions, and justice? Melissa, what do you see we can do when we get to the root of the problem?
At the root, like you said, is like a tree. So you have to start at the root of the problem. And you just need to have those conversations, so that constant dialogue. So so many people say, man, you're talking all the time, but that's where it changes. You have to change your mindset, and that starts with conversations. You have those conversations, you use action, but your behavior, the way you behave. So parents, if you react towards authority a certain way, if you behave towards your husband a certain way, then your girl children will say, you know what, well, this is normal, this is the way they behave. Boys will say, this is how I'm supposed to treat a woman, you know, as she's opens her mouth, give her a lash or whatever. So we have to train from young and continue all the way until adulthood. It doesn't start at the top, it starts at the bottom.
Fabian.
Yeah, as a society, I believe that we are deep in trauma. You know, a lot of what we live as adults are embedded in the trauma that we would have experienced as children. And I mean, if we are supposed to really grapple this to the ground, we have to have awareness campaigns where we are allowed to express and really, you know, you can speak what's happening. A lot of people don't talk about the challenges that they have, and that is the foundation for how we respond, especially men when it comes to women. The abuse that a lot of men would have been exposed to when they were young, the beatings, the cursing, even in schools. So it's not only home, but sometimes in schools and the social environment. You know, a lot of how men see women and the behaviors that are exhibited boys shape how these boys view women. And I guess that's where we all have accountability, where we all have to pay attention to what we do in our personal space. It is not what Pearson does or what Melissa does. It's what Fabian does in his space to impact those boys that are in my space, because it has to be very personal. It has to start within your circle if change is supposed to happen.
The reality is many of us are broken. We've all experienced our own respective trauma, and as a consequence, we're still fighting our way out of that trauma and trying to manage everyday experiences at the same time and hoping we get it right.
Yes.
And while we're having this discussion, folks, we're not being punitive on any single one of you. I know oftentimes it feels as if, man, we keep doing everything wrong, but that is not the case at all. Sometimes we have to look into the mirror, confront what we see, and day by day, moment by moment, you try to fix it. That's why I say it's an everyday conversation.
Yes.
And so, Melissa, the question we asked of today is, what role should men play in advancing women's rights? From the woman's perspective, what do you want that role to be that men should play?
Well, as we go into International Women's Day, which is March 8th, we're having a number of activities, for instance, and the men has come on board. So we have the Women's Wellness Walk that is happening Sunday evening. So we're asking persons to register to mark the deadline to make sure you can have your purple shirt, because this is the color that we wear for International Women's Day. And we're having the church service in the morning, so we're just asking people to get involved. And just being there, just being involved, and that role showing up. Right? And that's why when the men show up for us, well, the family shows up, that role is a role that we need men to play, and we need everybody to play, just showing up and being there for us.
Showing up does not always mean taking over.
No.
I want you to make that point specifically, because when we men show up, Fabian, we plan to take action. And so what are women asking for in showing up?
Just support, just that general support. We want men to, hold our hands, for instance. When women are going through whatever they're going through, we just need somebody to rely on, somebody to rest our shoulders on, somebody to just be there for us. And sometimes people can't fathom that, but it's as simple as that, just being there.
And part of being there, folks, is dropping the blame game. Because oftentimes we show up and say, I'm there for you, but you should have, or it was really because... And sometimes that creates a greater rift.
Yes.
And so, Fabian, what do you think men can do more to advance women's causes?
I think that men can really show up a lot more in family, show up a lot more in the household, be more active parents. As women aspire to elevate professionally, academically, be that support to allow them to do that. If there's any aspect of a woman's lives that she thinks she needs to improve, be that support. Whether and that support can look different in different situations. I constantly speak about family and children. Holding the child and doing the homework to allow her to do her work, or if she has to go out to work, or whatever the case is. But women need to play a greater role in family, and once we show up more in family, physically and emotionally, because physical presence doesn't mean presence. You need to be emotionally connected to the people in your space. Once we show up emotionally, psychologically, and physically, then that can definitely contribute to the advancement of the women in our space and within our circles.
And I'm glad you took some time to break it down ever so slightly what showing up looks like. Because oftentimes for a man, showing up could look like, I just put some money in the house.
Yeah.
Did I not provide for you? Did I not give you what you necessarily needed?
But that is what was taught to us. I mean, if you go back through history, men were considered as quote-unquote providers. What providers look like. You go out, you work hard, you bring home money, you put down.
And that's it.
You know, and that is what providing had looked like, and that is what got passed on through the years. And even as society evolved, you know, that mindset kind of stuck. And I guess that is why we are doing what we are doing, to really change that mindset and get people thinking differently, to understand that financial provision is not only providing, you know, you need to be there emotionally, you need to be there psychologically, you need to spend time.
Physically as well.
And so, Miss Melissa.
Yes, sir.
There's some men who live outside of that household.
Yes.
And yes, they contribute financially to the care of their child, but still women feel that he should play a greater role. What other role would you expect him to play?
To go to the child games, for instance. If they're in basketball, they play cricket, if they play netball, turn up, go to the games, you know, take that child out with your family as well. Let that child feel that they're part of your family and not, my mother is my all in all, but I also have a dad, right? Yes, he has another family, but I'm also a part of that family. So taking the child out on trips, whatever the case may be, just be there for your child as well. You know, not only financially, but mentally, physically, help that child with homework. Call on the evening and say, hey, you have homework today? How can I help you with your homework? You know, simple, sometimes it's so small, just little by little, and that relationship can change.
Those are the action points that we want you to consider as we go ahead and get ready for International Women's Day. But let's tackle this from the children's perspective now. We tend to talk to the adults a lot, and the adults by now have heard it over and over again to figure, I don't want to hear it no more. I get it, Pearson, now. Talk to the boy child, Fabian, about what the boy child should start thinking about now. And I'm talking about from quite young to whatever age you want to give it. So to begin to understand and appreciate the rights of women and how just he needs to be to those women.
So I like how you put it, because I think sometimes we often make some errors as a people, and not purposely. I guess it's up to our own ignorance. You said the boy child. Let's look at brain development. Sometimes we expect children to have a perception and to think of things beyond what they're capable of doing, because a boy child at 5 or 6, he's still trying to understand the world. He's trying to still make sense of his environment. He's still trying to make sense of woman, man, mommy, daddy, you know. But yet we would have expectations of him of a 16, 17, or even a 20-year-old. A lot of what that child experiences is based on his environment, what we, the adults, create for him. So it's not a matter of what he thinks or his perception, it is what we create for him. So we need to create an enabling environment where women are loved, where women are appreciated, where we see women as complementary to what we do as men, how we speak to women, how we you know, do simple things to take them out, have conversation. What does that look like? When a youngster, when a young boy, and let me age 6, 7 years old, he's looking at what the men are doing in his space, because that is how he learns. He learns from observation, not necessarily what we tell him. So the men has responsibilities when it comes to shaping the mindsets of boys, when it comes to women, how we treat our women, how we love our women, how we treat the relationships, how we deal with conflict. And that is often a major one, because we're never taught to really manage our emotions where conflict is a big thing, you know. And so how we men manage conflict in relationships is exactly how these boys will learn to manage conflict in their relationships. Not only intimate relationships when they do get there, but relationships within schools, relationships within the community, within their social environment, and activities and so forth. So it is about reshaping the environment for our boys to learn and to really, I guess, develop how they see women in a positive light.
And vice versa, Melissa, obviously, in a situation where there's a girl child now, and she needs the example too. And that's when a little bit of the by example, but the talk eventually has to come by explanation so that she understands. Are we too focused on gender when we're talking about women's rights, or should we look at it differently? What do you think?
No, I don't think we're too focused on it, because it's separate. At the end of the day, women have fought for a very long time. Women have been through so much that we need to separate the two. There's no way of putting the two together and say, I'm painting it all with one brush. So yes, we need to look at it separately and deal with it separately, because women have their own issues in terms of women's health, and so it needs to be separated. It can't be together with, in one brush.
Is there a difference, Fabian, in a family where there are boys and girls as to how those children develop, or is it more difficult in a situation where there's just boys? I know you have a daughter. When you see how they interplay with their sister, your boys with their sister, what examples do you see?
I don't have a daughter.
You have a daughter?
No.
Was it a little girl you brought to?
No, I never brought a little girl.
Sorry,
I have two sons, right?
Right.
But I can speak to what you're talking about. I understand. The vulnerabilities are different. The reality, when we speak about gender, when we speak about men, we speak about women, the vulnerabilities are different. Yes. So how girls socialize and how boys socialize are totally different. We can even look at it even from the biological standpoint, because Melissa mentioned the whole fact just now of sometimes women with their menstrual cycle and sometimes hormonal changes influences behavior. Women don't have that, so our behaviors are going to be different. How we respond to situations are going to be different. Our hormonal responses are going to be different. So each one of us have a different vulnerability and a different response to social situations and to the whole family dynamic and the interpersonal relationship. So with that being said, we must view it differently,
Fair enough. But when I have a sister, then my appreciation, that dynamic shifts a lot quicker, or a lot differently from when it's just us.
Yes.
As one particular gender, dominant gender in the house.
Yes.
And you're saying yes, Melissa?
Yes, I do agree. Raising boys and girls, I would say to you, is a total difference. Sometimes the boys want to play rough, the girls don't want to play rough, or sometimes you'll find that the girls want to play rough, but the boys, don't want to. So, and the boys too, growing up with both boy and girl within the household, I find that sometimes the boys are more protective, of their sisters. So they would beat their sister, but guess what? Nobody else there don't touch her. So there's a difference in the household as well when it comes to that. And the boys also take part in cooking and doing chores as well, but again, there's a difference within how they do it, how they keep their room versus how she keeps her room. And sometimes you'd be surprised the boy is more tidy than the girl, right?
I'm not surprised.
You're not.
But a lot of that is based on, again, the environment that's created. Correct. Because a father is going to be the first example of what a man is to that girl, just as he's going to be an example of what a man is to the boy. So that is where strong parenting and the responsibility of adults within the household, they have a major role in terms of shaping how those boys, brothers and sisters, interact with each other and interact with other people throughout the society.
I agree completely, but some families are not necessarily nuclear, and so I would want to encourage parents as well. If you find yourself with a predominance of boy children and they have female cousins, allow the cousins to come, because that interaction goes a long way in the teaching of how we have respect for, we understand the rights of, we create moments where we can be just with gender to gender, and we don't infringe on those rights and responsibilities of others, and we take the actions that are necessary to protect each other's space as well. I think that's absolutely critical. You're all right in your responses. I'm not saying anybody is wrong at all. And so it's just the enormity of what we're dealing with right here when it comes to women's rights and justice within the community. And the conversation started today, but the conversation has to continue within your space and your respective places. Bubble about in your head for just a little while, think of your responses, and then see if you can have discussion with someone else. Men's is available. Organizations and now are available to be able to engage with you to help shape your direction forward. And so together as a community, we mature and we grow. We hope that we see the change in our actions so that we understand women have rights. We should be able to be just to women, and we take those actions to begin to turn the corner that we all as a community seeking to do. I wish you well. And I'm sure we'll have you back as we get closer and closer to the day. But Melissa Savory, thank you so much. And Fabian, as always, thank you for stirring up the discussion.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
But the walk is this weekend.
No, March 8th.
March the 8th, the Beijing Fusion. That one we're talking about.
That one we're talking about.
Registration is this weekend.
Yes, closes off tomorrow.
Right, you can have the purple primarily in the background and the white writing, or you can have the white shirt with the purple coloring.
Yes.
I
So now we're
see that.
supporting that as well because we see, again, partnerships.
Right. That's right. It starts at the Garrison at 3:30 on Sunday, the 8th. That's on International Women's Day. And we're walking to the boardwalk, Hastings.
I'm back.
And in that, there's conversation. It's not a race. It is not about who comes first or last. It's a walk in support of, a public declaration that we stand in support of, and we walk in support of because it's a journey. But at the same time, you're having conversation with others so that together we build mass. And in building mass, we see the movement that we want to achieve as well. Thank you both. Wish you well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Morning Barbados is back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
17 minutes now to 7 o'clock. I want to introduce you, if you don't yet know, to the Kiwanis Club Benevolence. It's one of the clubs of the Kiwanis of Barbados. And so the president of Kiwanis Club Benevolence is with me. Her name is Dana Gaskin. She's my friend because she works with me as well. Dana, good morning.
Good morning, Pearson.
Good to see you. She's the face you see when you come to do service with us at MCTV. Good to have you again.
Nice being here.
Congratulations on taking up your role as president of the club. Tell me a little bit more about the Kiwanis Club Benevolence.
Okay. Kiwanis Club Barbados Benevolence was formed on the 3rd of December 2020, and that was during the period when there was COVID. So we are an online club. We have 38 members. We meet every second Thursday of every month.
I know, because you know I have two people connected to me who are part of your club.
And I'm trying to get you.
You're trying. and so from time to time, you do more than just meet. You have talks, you have sessions where you empower and inform and educate people.
That's correct. We have what we call interclubs, where we would invite clubs from across the region in our district. And what we do, we go out there and we have like influential speakers come in and speak on different topics. We had topics on finance. We also had topics on health.
Yeah, there's a lot that you do.
Yeah.
And so it's all part of development of self. The members are members, but it's a giving group. It's a charitable organization.
Yes, it is.
And as a consequence, you get involved in a lot of external activity in community.
Yes.
And I want people to understand that, because oftentimes they think joining a club is just to be there, just to show up, but it's a working group.
Yes.
Talk to me about some of the projects you take on.
Okay, some of the projects that we do, we work with like charitable organizations. We work with the Nation Fund Walk. We work with the cancer. We also work with, if we have any other organization for any reason, reach out to us. We also did some charitable work with Clean Up Barbados. And we also have our families and stuff that we have adopted. We have 2 families that we give food hampers to on a daily basis, school supplies. We celebrate Christmas with them. We have our signature project now, Project Play and Learn, where we are going to be restoring a preschool. And we are looking for a safe place for the little kids to play, 3 to 4 years old. So what we will be doing is like enhancing the playground. We're going to do murals on the walls. We're going to be painting the classrooms and that kind of stuff. We also have a school where they have some kids who are unfortunate to have not to have breakfast some mornings. So we have work with another service club where on mornings, every morning as long as they're school, we provide breakfast for those kids as well.
So much you do.
So much
you do, from
so
feeding,
much.
empowering, fixing,
Yes.
cleaning, engaging, enhancing, just a whole lot. And it's Club Benevolence. It's an online club, as you heard, and I'm sure a number of you watching are asking yourself, how do I become a member? Because you're getting excited too to become a member of this active group. There are only 38 in Club Benevolence, but there are clubs all over Barbados. I'm not saying that you have to join Benevolence alone, but how does one become a member?
Okay, well, with our club, what we do, when our club first started as family and friends. Okay, because at that time, the sitting LG, she wanted to form a club, and she said, you know, we could form a club, just family and friends. And it went from there. So you're my friend, I invite you, then you have a friend, you invite your friend, and that's how we started. But during the period of time, we have persons that would have followed us on our social media pages, and they reach out to us. So now they are part of our family. So you can reach out to us on our social media pages, Kiwanis Club Barbados Benevolence, and that is on Facebook or Instagram.
You see it right there on your screen. It's right there. So follow, and you can see, and right there, reach out if you want to be a member. I know because of what you do, it requires resources to be able to do it.
Of course.
And I also know that tomorrow, there's something really exciting happening.
Yes, it is. That is our Barbados Police Service Band concert. And we are going to be featuring no other than Dr. Stetson, RPB Wiltshire.
Something's happening.
And, and Anderson, Mr. Blood Armstrong.
Yes.
And that is tomorrow evening, 6 o'clock. And that will be held at St. Gabriel's Auditorium. And to come out and have some fun and great fellowship, it will just cost you $40.
The concerts put on by Kiwanis Clubs of Barbados Benevolence are always outstanding. I'm telling you now, it's in aid of community projects. This fundraising concert is in the Ann Johnson Auditorium.
That is
correct.
correct.
It's a big space. It's also cool inside. I've used it several times, and I know exactly where it is. So if you're wondering where it is, now, you come down
Cullimore, and
you make that left turn just next to Purity Bakeries, and you go right down to the end.
Yes, please.
And you're driving into the St. Gabriel School.
That is correct.
If you come from the other direction, you have to go up to the roundabout and turn
and come back down.
So in other ways, come down the left turn, make the left turn, just on the upper side of Purity Bakeries, and just drive the road on through. Ample parking, lots of space, but it's an evening filled with entertainment by Barbados Best. Literally Barbados Best.
That is
Police
correct.
Service Band, RPB, who is a multiple Calypso monarch, and Mr. Blood, who is the reigning Calypso monarch.
Can't ask for anything better, person. Cannot ask for anything better.
Can I pay at the door, or do I have to?
Yes. We have a few more tickets. So yes, if you last minute decision, feel free to join us. Tickets are at the door.
Right, tickets are at the door, but if I want to get my ticket today,
you can reach out to me
here at CBC.
Here at CBC. And collect your ticket.
Call the switchboard receptionist will answer. Ask for Diana Gaskin. make your connection, come into Diana Gaskin here in the lobby. Once you come into the lobby, the security will point to where Diana is, and you make your purchase. It's just $40.
That's correct.
It's $40 of fun, entertainment, but $40 that go a long way to making a big difference and a big impact indeed. Well, so how is the concert structured? Performance come to an end, or is there an intermission or anything?
There would be an intermission. There are some really, really, really good giveaways as well. So, an evening to remember.
It's an evening to remember.
Yes,
and
it
so
is.
in doing all of this, you know, giveaways. You don't want to tease us as to what we can win? Oh dear, secrets.
Secrets
are
you
early
will, what I will say is that those giveaways are awesome giveaways.
Yeah. You guys always give meaningful things, and,
Yes,
and that's
we
what
do.
it is. It's not an afterthought of sorts. They give things, and so we want you to show up tomorrow. Get your ticket. You can get your ticket today. When you call after the show, the switchboard wouldn't start to operate till 8 o'clock or thereabouts, but you'd ask for Diana Gaskin, or if you're on the road or soon and you want to drive into CBC itself, say, I'm going to Diana Gaskin and I want to get my ticket, and Diana Gaskin would be happy to give you a ticket. If you know any of the members of the Kiwanis Clubs of Barbados Benevolence, you ask them for a ticket as well. And if you can't do any of that, show up tomorrow evening. We'll talk some more about this in just a moment, right after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
I'm with Diana Gaskin, who is the president of the Kiwanis Club of Barbados Benevolence. Remember, we started to tell you about tomorrow, and it starts at 6 o'clock, right, Diana?
That is
6
correct.
o'clock at the Anne Johnson Auditorium of St. Gabriel's. It's where the Barbados Police Service Band, along with the Most Honorable Tedson Wiltshire, RPB, and Mr. Blood, Anderson Armstrong, who is the reigning Calypso Monarch of Barbados, together they are going to put on a show. A show. It's a fundraising concert in aid of community projects, but you are not going to miss this. You know the excellence of the Police Service Band. You also know the excellence of RPB and Mr. Blood. And the thing about it is that Mr. Blood has a voice that allows him to sing not just soca, he can sing something else too. I'm not sure what he's performing tomorrow, but Diana knows, but she's not telling me. $40 is what it's going to cost you, but you're going to be winning some wonderful prizes as well just by being there.
That is correct.
And we want to encourage you to be there. Let's talk a little bit more about the work the Kiwanis Club of Barbados Benevolence is doing, because I know that you adopt schools, you provide, other support through feeding programs. What else are you doing?
Okay, well, we have recently started our first ski club, and that is at St. George Secretary. And that was chartered in September of last year. So that is a new project on our line as well.
How does that work?
Okay, so how that works is that you're recommended. You have to be certified. You have to have police background check, and that is done at our district level. So then as long as you are certified, you got that certificate, then you're have advisors, because the children must always be safe. And you can only be there if you are certified. So we have 2 certified members from our club. That is our immediate past present Karen and K Rhonda. Those are the certified advisors, as well as advisor from the school, which would be a teacher. So in a case like that, what is happening is any functions, any events, anything that is dealing with the kids, they must have a certified advisor with them. So that is our first key club.
And we just saw when they were being pinned as members of the Key Club in St. George. St. George Secondary has led. Look right there on your screen, folks. Look at it right there. It was quite an assembly, quite a moment. And all of those children standing on the platform are members of the Key Club?
Yes, please.
Brilliant. You have quite a nice body of children there. So you're you're getting back into almost like the cradle role, so to speak.
Right.
Yeah, you're building from there.
So what we're doing as well, we have one project which we would like to start next month, and it's our reading project where we'll be moving around Barbados. Okay, we are having some partners that want to partner with us to do that, and we're going to be doing reading with the kids on Saturdays. So what we will have is like some special readers coming along with members of our club, and they will go around, you know, read to the children. We give like little giveaways to the kids and stuff, encouraging them to read. And one of our big projects that we are going to be reaching out to Corporate Barbados for help when we're ready is we want to do what we call a read around Barbados. So that is in the making, and we will be partnering with other clubs because it isn't something that we can do on our own. And that is now in the planning stages. So Corporate Barbados, look out for us. You will be hearing from Kiwanis Club Barbados Benevolence for some sponsorship for that one.
That's brilliant indeed. So great work is coming from the club.
Yes.
And I know one of the other things that you boast about is who governs the Caribbean. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, who governs Eastern Canada and the Caribbean
Eastern Canada and the Caribbean.
Yes. And it's no other than a Barbadian. And that is Cynthia Blackman. And Cynthia was a Kiwanian, for over 25 years. She is the second Barbadian to have that post. The first was distinguished Governor Dr. Dolores Lewis.
Yes.
And now we have Governor Cynthia Blackman.
Congratulations, Cynthia, indeed. Eastern Canada and the Caribbean. What a huge responsibility.
Yes.
But it's good to know that the work continues. But folks, the work can only continue by our support. So we need to show up tomorrow at the Ann Johnson Auditorium of St. Gabriel's School. It's a private school, but it's right there next to Purity Bakeries. Travel the road all the way to the end and you're heading into the school. It's in aid of fundraising concert in aid of community projects. It begins at 6 o'clock. Advice to you, get there early. Get there real early. Tickets available from any of the members of Club Benevolence, or you can pay at the door. And by just showing up, you get a chance to win. In the break, in the intermission, is the refreshment?
Yes, we would have refreshments. We would not have refreshments on sale, but we will just give them like refreshments to our patrons.
To wet your palate. Thank you very much, Diana. All the best indeed. With all the future projects that the excellence of benevolence is doing. I see what you do because I follow you also on socials, and I show up sometimes in some of your meetings.
Yes, and I would say that we are doing great because we just celebrated our 5th anniversary.
Congrats.
And out of the 5 years that our club was formed, our club has been distinguished 4 years. So you can understand the kind of work that we're out there doing. And we're just waiting to hear the words now that we did it The fifth time.
Well done, well done. And to K.
Yes.
Good morning to you. And K. Hyacinth.
Yes,
Those are my sisters indeed. And I thank you so much for joining us. All the best.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you too.
Okay.
And don't forget, you can come to CBC and ask for Diana Gaskin this morning, this morning, because tomorrow she's not going to be here, and get your tickets in advance of tomorrow's fundraising concert. Morning Barbados breaks here. We're back with the news and more in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. And what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur,
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's look at the news now. Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley is hitting back at her Trinidad and Tobago counterpart, strongly rejecting claims that Barbados was involved in a kidnapping of a Trinidad and Tobago citizen. She's calling the allegation a scurrilous lie and a flat-out defamation. The strong response follows comments by the Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar at the opening of the 50th CARICOM Heads of Government meeting in St. Kitts and Nevis on Thursday. During her address, Ms. Persad-Bissessar referred to the October 2022 arrest of Trinidadian businessman and firearms dealer Brent Thomas in Barbados and his return to Trinidad and Tobago. She described that incident as a kidnapping, allegedly coordinated by the then Trinidad and Tobago government, and suggested that CARICOM played a role. But speaking to CBC's Crystal Hoyt last evening, the Prime Minister fired back, seeking to clear Barbados' name.
It's clear that the Trinidad and Tobago police, as has been the practice for decades in this region, would have supplied an arrest warrant which the Barbados police would have acted upon. We understood at the time, and we said, our Attorney General said at the time, that the formal process of extradition, which we do extra-regionally with other countries, has not and was not practiced in the region among ourselves by any country in the region. And therefore, to that extent, we acknowledge that we need to be able to change how we operate. That is why the CARICOM arrest warrant is being pursued. That is why legislation has to be passed in every CARICOM country to be able to facilitate that CARICOM arrest warrant. But to describe it as kidnapping or to suggest that any member of cabinet or any member of the permanent secretary class or government of Barbados is involved in kidnapping is a scurrilous lie and defamatory in the extreme.
The Barbados Workers' Union is calling for urgent action from the Labour Department following the exit of companies within one of the largest regional conglomerates, the Ansa Magal Group. General Secretary Tony Moore is taking the group to task for how it's handled the closure of Standard Distributors' retail operations at the end of last year, along with the wind down of Berger Paints Barbados. Ms. Moore says the union has only learned of their departure when the announcement was made 2 days ago.
This is not simply a business decision. It is a test of whether powerful regional conglomerates believe that they can walk out of Barbados and ignore the laws that protect Barbadian workers. Indeed, it is a slap in the face of the people of Barbados. In our New Year's address at the start of this year, The Executive Council of the Barbados Workers Union reminded us all that Barbados, while open for investment, is not open for disrespect.
Ms. Moore says no company should be allowed to profit in Barbados for years, then treat its legal obligations optional on the way out.
Workers are not collateral damage. Barbados is not a playground for corporate shortcuts. The Employment Rights Act is clear. Early consultation, written disclosure, and engagement with workers, their union, and the Chief Labour Officer at least 6 weeks before any redundancies. These are mandatory protections, not boxes to tick after decisions are already made.
In other news, there's a bounty of John Jacks at fish markets across the island, and the fisherfolk are urging Barbadians to snap them up while the prices are low and the supplies last. Vendors are also warning that some of this year's fish traditionally enjoyed at Easter could be harder to come by this year. Anesta Henry and our photographer Christopher Wood visited the Bridgetown Fisheries, where they bring us this latest report.
John Jacks are plentiful at the Bridgetown Fisheries complex, but vendors say customers are few and far between. Ike Masober says even though this particular fish is selling at an affordable price, sales have been slow.
And the market is very quiet, very, very quiet. Jacks is $5 a pound. When they're done clean, there's $35 a pound. No one is coming, so we're just taking our time to see what's going to happen between today and Friday.
Vendor Judy Sobers says the glut at this time may be because of how easily the fish are caught.
Because John Jacks now is fish that they catch not far out in the ocean. You don't gotta go too far for them. Then there's just fish like around the coast. So you go and you got like 2 boats, had 2 big lovely boatfuls yesterday. So the John Jacks plentiful and they're selling $5 a pound.
While vendors have a lot of jacks to get off their hands, several of them are worried about the limited supply of popular fish, especially with Easter just weeks away.
People like flying fish and people like dolphin, people like snapper, people love the tuna, but the tuna boats ain't catching nothing. If a boat can't come in, they come in with like 10 dolphin, 15 dolphin. Nothing much going on right now. People come in asking for stuff, but they're not getting it. Right now, the restaurants not getting the barracuda, the snapper, and the dolphin. So I don't know. They got to use something else. I don't know. Maybe got to eat saltfish.
Veteran vendor Sharon Bellamy Thompson echoed the concerns about the scarcity of fish.
Well, this is not the season really for red snapper, but the ones that are coming, they're actually $18 a pound. And never in history had fish been sold at this high price, even if it's on Holy Week. Then too, the ice machine is not producing as much ice as it ought to, so sometimes they would have full about 10 boats per day. Now sometimes they're only filling 3 boats, so that too have a lot to do with it.
Monish Dharampal, leader of the Blackfin Fleet, a newly formed cooperative of nearly 200 commercial fishermen and stakeholders, says part of the problem stems from limited access to ice for some boats. He says he has been assured an issue with the ice machine at the complex will be resolved shortly.
Some boats have been in the complex for 4 weeks and we haven't been able to fish. So ice is the lifeblood in the industry, and we are hoping that with the new minister, the Deputy Prime Minister, that some of our concerns will be dealt with more efficiently. I must say that they are working towards getting stuff done, but it's a real challenge with the transition and getting stuff in place. But we appreciate all the stuff that they're doing for us. I must say the Permanent Secretary is going out of his way to make sure that fishermen are getting what they need to get out. We just need to be a little bit more efficient at it.
In the meantime, vendors are advising fish lovers who can't imagine Easter without their traditional dishes to start buying and storing what's available now, warning that supply levels in the coming weeks remain uncertain. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
Minister of Home Affairs and Information, Gregory Nichols, has given a positive assessment of the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation's performance in the last year. Yesterday, he met with those tasked with the day-to-day running of the corporation, marking his first official interaction with officials of the national broadcaster since assuming ministerial responsibility. Rachel Agard has that story.
Minister of Home Affairs and Information Gregory Nichols has made his first official visit since being appointed with responsibility for the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation. He met with Chief Executive Officer Sanka Price, Director of Operations and Transformation Kim Seeley, and Lead Editor for Digital News and Current Affairs Kent Gerson.
We were very pleased that we were able to tell him how well we have been doing, particularly since April 1st when the CBC transitioned, and the exciting times ahead for this organization. And we hope that the Minister and the Government of Barbados will continue to support the efforts here as we seek to transform CBC and make it a real purpose, fit-for-purpose organization in this new technological age.
Minister Nichols says after reviewing CBC's performance over the past year, he's satisfied with its progress.
I'm very, very pleased to see that you have made or generated at least $8.3 million in savings based on your operations over the last year, and lowering your net income losses by over $6.1 million compared to the previous year. And it shows that the transition is working, and I could really hope that you will continue to move from analog to full digital and to roll out services that are even more appealing to the Barbadian public and the wider diaspora.
During his visit, he assured he would take outstanding staff-related matters to Cabinet.
I know you have some issues as it relates to the issuance of new contracts for the contract workers for the next financial year, the issue of dealing with the pensions, and also the rollout of your full digital platform. I'd be happy to take it to my Cabinet colleagues to report this progress, and I want to encourage you to continue to put your best foot forward and deliver for Barbados.
Minister Nichols is expected to meet again with CBC officials next week. Rachel Agard, CBC News.
Next week.
Well, let's turn to sports now. 24 records fell as Blackman and Gollop reigned supreme when the curtains came down on the Ryan Blaffett zone of the knapsack yesterday at the Usain Bolt complex. The athletes from Blackman and Gollop took the girls' title with 325.5 points, while they also took to honours in the boys with 374.5. And more Goodrich Boyce reports.
Under 9 girls to begin our highlights package from the Ryan Blaffett zone. And it was trouble from the start. On the inside, it was Satir Jamirs of Blackman and Gollop establishing a new time of 16.32 seconds. Vegeta Braffett of Ellerton was second, and Chelsea Marshall of St. Catherine third. The boys followed, and it was clear from the start. Xavier Braffett did not need the cones to guide him. He saw the finish line clearly, 15.23 seconds to smash the record for Blackman and Gollop. The Carrie River Small representing Ellerton took the second spot, and third went to Shakai Maynard of Wilkie Cumberbatch. Moving up to the under-11s where the action was in lane number 5. That's Etage Isaac Griffith of Wilkie Cumberbatch, winning in 15.18 seconds. Shanaz Pilgrim Lloyd of Blackman and Gollop came second, and Kiara Cyrus of Gordon Greenwich third. The boys' equivalent now, and this one was very close, neck and neck, right to the end, before Eden Duplessis of Lawrence Stigay took the victory in 14.72. Cristiano Mears of St. Catherine was the runner-up, and Shakiri Watts of Wilkie Cumberbatch came third. Stepping it up to the under-13 girls, and the records kept falling. My word, what a superstar in the name of Kaylee Howard-Jones of Wilkie Cumberbatch. 14.03, the new time. The old one buried in the sand. Maya Robinson of Blackman and Gollop was second, and Shadia Herbert of Lawrence Stigay third. The big boys now under 13 division, and a new aircraft was on the runway at the Usain Bolt Sports Complex. Ladies and gentlemen, the flight path was cleared for Nathan Phillips Airways, moving like the Concorde, The Blackman and Gullah athletes stopped the clock in a new record time, 13.12 seconds. Rakairo McCullin of Lawrence Stigay was second, and third went to Shane Miller of Allerton. And more Goodrich boys, CBC Sports.
News and sports. Until now, we'll have more news and sports coming up at 12 noon here on TV8. Morning Barbados takes a break here. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One. Your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with favor, as He did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Life is hard to understand because it is so simple. complicated pen in hand. Line by line, page turning wrinkle.
That is our beige to the world. That is our songbird we've exported to the world. And so she continues to tickle us with her tones. She also continues to perform for us. And so it's time for your request and her performance this morning. We tried it last Friday. It worked, boy. And I'm sure you're excited to see how it works again this Friday morning. And so, Kashida, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning.
It is so good to see you in the flesh.
Yes, it's good to see you as well.
Yeah, because I remember it was it 2019, first of all, that you got involved? I coming back 2020, I know. But in 2019, something happened. Do you remember?
Yes, Honey Jam.
Correct.
Yes.
And out of that, what did Honey Jam do for you?
Yes, so out of Honey Jam, I actually met someone there that suggested that I do Beach to the World. And that was like, it just kind of flowed from there, because Beach to the World, I think, happened in 2020. But then, we had the, I don't want to call it, but that thing happened and it sent everything haywire. So then the show actually finished off in 2021. I won that show. And then I guess that kind of just put me on the map. Like, people was asking, who's Kashida? Who's this girl? Who's,
You created a buzz.
Yes.
You created such a buzz by your look and your sound. Yes. And so getting ready for that opportunity, what did you have to do to make sure you had the look and the sound?
So, the look, let's start with the look, because the sound, I think the sound is easy. But with the look, I wouldn't say that I had like a look particularly. I mean, I don't have a stylist or anything as yet, but but I mean, my sister would help me in terms of what's the best thing, what would look the best to wear for like Honey Jam and for Beach to the World and stuff. So I had her on my team for that. I always have her on my team, honestly. And I guess as the time went on, I just developed what I think my style was, and still figuring it out, because I think like in life you never really fully figure it out until later on.
Yes.
But I'm still experimenting with that. In terms of the sound, music holds a very special place in my life, in my heart, and I really think that I have a duty to share my talent with the world, because this is the way that I communicate with the world. This is my God-given talent. And I guess that was the moment that I had to share, I was always, I guess I would say, afraid to step out and like do anything like that before 2019, but then that was just the year,
That was the year.
That was the year. Yeah.
And I remember when I spoke with you following your win of Beige to the World, I asked you then, and you said yes, Whitney Houston. And even looking at you now, I see the cheekbones.
Yes.
I'm thinking, is it your emotions around Whitney Houston? What are they?
Whitney Houston is that girl.
Yes.
When it comes vocally, like, there isn't a lot of people that can really step to Whitney. And, a lot of people, they try to do covers. I'm not saying they're bad or anything, but everyone has a story, everyone has a tone, and her story is just very rich, and her voice, it carries what she has gone through, and you hear that coming through her vocals. So like, I respect artists that has their own personal story, and I like to respect the sound as well. So like, even when I'm covering the music, I'm not trying to be Whitney, I'm not trying to be Stevie, I'm not trying to be them, but I'm trying to bring my version of what I think they would appreciate to the music, you know what I'm saying?
How would you describe your voice?
Well, I would say that my voice, it has transformed. It has been influenced by Whitney, by Stevie Wonder, by Alicia Keys, so with all of these different people that I have immersed myself in from the time I was a young child, hearing them, and I always used to mimic. So even like if I go out someday and then I hear someone talk, I will be very quiet, and then when I get home I would talk just like the person. My mom would be like, how you do that? Like, So I was always a mimic. I used to just listen and listen and listen and just try to replicate it, and then eventually just everything together has created the tone that I have today.
The stardom that has followed you since your beige to the world, does it surprise you? Because you are everywhere. You are a very highly sought after vocalist.
Yes, honestly, to this day, it is like a pinch me moment, you know, because, and I know that I'm very blessed.
Yes.
You know, I know that it's no one but God, you know, like He has carried me through everything, even even before I took music on as like a career, you know, my work before that, he always makes a way.
Yes.
And that's why when I started the music, I didn't doubt that it was gonna work out. But as you said, it's just been happening in such a way that I can only, you know, look back and give thanks, you know. Even like with my EP, it was funded by the NCF, you know, and that's not something that I take for granted, because we know that everything is take money, you know, in this world.
That's right.
And things are just getting more and more expensive. And sometimes as an artist, you feel like you can't achieve certain goals. You know, you want to make music and you want to be creative, but it's very difficult to be creative without the support.
You're right.
You know?
Speaking of the EP, I must recall for you.
Yeah.
I was doing my Thursday walk along the beach, and I was listening to a station.
Okay.
And I heard them say, this is from Kashida Dotton from her latest EP. And remember I told you this just in the commercial break. And I was enthralled, first of all, by the performance and the rendition. But I was angry. I was like, why don't we have that here? I came to work the following day, that Friday morning. I marched straight into the radio studio and said, call and get that music from Kashida Dotton immediately. And so that's the demand that people have for your work. Putting together this EP, what does that EP now say about you? Because it's called, what's it called? Yearning?
Yearning, yeah.
What does that say about you?
Okay, so, so this you said it's my latest EP. It's my only EP. It's my first EP. So it's very special to me because it signifies beginning, you know. And I went with Yearning. I had a real think about it. What did I want? What did I want this EP to talk about? What do I want this EP to center? You know, and I feel like everyone is yearning for something. You know, I feel like you're yearning for affection. You're yearning for attention. You know, because it's slightly different to affection. You know, you're yearning to be understood, to be seen, to be appreciated. So I just felt like it's something that we all had in common.
Yeah.
And these songs on the EP kind of marry that word, you know, that.
It's a really good EP, I must tell you. What I like about you is I can now discern your voice. I can hear something say, that's Kashida Dotton.
Yes.
And
I love that.
Yes.
That's what you want.
That is not easy to do, to stand out so well that people know your voice without even someone saying that's Kashida Dotton. I think that is brilliant. You've come a long way in a relatively short period of time. And I just see the journey ahead for you so much longer. I hope you stay with as true to your calling as you are, because you believe that in all that Christ leads you. You know, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And it's that that holds you firm and fast to what you believe. I love that. I love how you sit back there just now too. It's like, I got her, she's comfortable, she's comfortable. Would you be so comfortable to sing some requests if we ask our viewers this morning to make some requests of you?
Yes, for sure.
Good.
For sure.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it, Kashida. And so folks watching, get online right now, because when we take this break and we come back, we are going to be, I believe, mesmerized by Kashida Dotton, all of the beauty she brings and all of the excellence in vocal gymnastics that she also shares. And so you can request this morning what you want Kashida Dotton to sing. So start telling us in our comment section right now. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, the brilliance of Barbadians beige to the world, Kashida Dotton. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solaray microbiome probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Good morning to you.
It is literally time for a request line. You tell us what you want Kashida to sing. Kashida will happily sing it for you. So get online and tell us the request the songs you want her to sing. And before we get into her performance, let me say good morning to a gentleman who is a Jamaican. I met him while at St. Matthew's Primary School early in the week. And he says to me he watches the show from beginning to end every single day. To you, sir. Sorry for forgetting to say hi to you earlier, but good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Kashida, are you ready? What are you going to sing for us first?
I'm going to start with my original, Caught Up.
All right, let's get caught up with Kashida Dottin.
He's healing when I dream, and he's there. All my problems disappear. I get a little giddy when I hear your name. I can't imagine that you feel the same, but if there's a chance you feel this way, I really wanna know, 'cause I'm all caught up in you. I'm all caught up in you. Listen, when you hear skies are foreign to gray, sunset in my soul on fire, my only desire, my eyes touch your eyes, they never wanna leave. My hand reaches for yours, they can stay away. Your lips embrace mine so passionately, and I can hardly breathe, but I don't want to, since when you're gone, so is my air. How much more can I take? I get a little giddy when I hear your name. I can't imagine that you feel the same, but if there's a chance you feel this way, I really wanna know, 'cause you, I'm all caught up in you, yeah. I'm all caught up, I'm all caught up in you, in you, in you. You, I'm all caught up, I'm all caught up in you, in you. You, I'm all caught up in you. I get a little giddy when I hear your name. I can't imagine that you feel the same, but if there's a chance you feel this way, I really wanna know, 'cause
Woo! Jeez! Listen, sorry. I got caught up just now, Kashida. I honestly did. And you know, so caught up that I was waiting for more. But you left me suspended right there. Beautiful. Folks, for those of you watching, those who sing overseas tend to lip sync. This girl does not lip sync. What you heard is exactly what I heard with my naked ears in here. Well done. And that's from the EP Yearning. Yes. Caught up. Beautiful. You want to take a request?
Yes, I'll take her.
We have a request coming through, don't we? Come share with me. I'm told there's a request coming. Who's it coming from? All right. They'll talk to me in a minute. But, you know, pardon me? Oh, a request has come through from a viewer who wants you to sing. I think it's an Eric Clapton classic, Change the World. If I could change the world. Am I right?
I got you.
You want to sing,
got you covered.
Do you want me to sing with you?
Sing with me. Change the world.
Not today. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So what we'll do, take that commercial break, and when we come back, your request from Kashida Dotton. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. News 98.1 FM. The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So your request came in for the Eric Clapton classic Change the World. Kashida Dotton has said, yes, I can do that one. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the amazing Kashida Dotton.
If I could reach the stars, pull one down for you, shine it on my heart so you can see the truth, that this love I have inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams. I could change the world. I would be the starlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world. If I could be king, even for a day, I'd take you as my queen. We'd have it no other way, and all over the rule this kingdom we have made. Till then I'd be a fool, waiting for the day I could change the world. I would be the starlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world. Baby, if I could, I'd change the world. Change the world. I would be the starlight in your universe. So you would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could, I'd change the world. Baby, if I could, I'd change the world. Baby, if I could, I'd change the world.
Lord have mercy. You have a talent out of this world, girl. So many of our social media people are already commenting and saying beautiful things, lovely voice. I can listen to you all day. All of those kinds of things. You can listen to her on her EP. It's called Yearning. It's available online, right?
Yes, available
Boy,
online.
Eugenia, it is saying truly a velvet, soothing voice. Fantastic. Keep up the good work. So there are people talking about you already, but you're accustomed to people talking about you. How do you care and cure the voice?
sometimes I have to shut up. Sometimes I just have to shut up. I just have to shut up, and I drink some warm teas. I try to stay away from dairy. I'm not that good at that.
Yes.
But I try to stay away from dairy, and of course do like some vocal exercises. I have to try to do them more often, but yeah, vocal exercises. But the most important thing is to try to...
You're right. Rest the vocal cords. Stay away from the dairy because it builds mucus, which is not good for a vocalist.
Correct.
And I know a thing. I could sit with you and sing a song, but not today. And so more of your requests are coming in, folks. Can I request If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys? Someone said that. So can you do that?
Well, that is one of my favorites.
So, duh. Yes, she can. So once again, here's Kashida Doughton with Alicia Keys.
Some people live for the fortune, and some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things defines what's within, and I've been there before, but that life's a bore so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, and some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. Some people search for the fountain that promises forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, 'cause that's the only way to prove you love him. But hand me the world on a silver platter, and what good would it be with no one to share and no one who truly cares for me? See, some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, and some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Some people
Alicia Keys would be so proud of you, so proud of you. You know, there was a time when that song came out, everybody was singing that song, remember? If I Ain't Got You, you were so good, right? You brought our ancillary staff to the door. I was here watching while you sang, watching them at the door, peeping in because they could hear it outside. Because for them, I'm sure it sounds as if they're listening to the record. Her name is Alicia Keys. She has an EP, an electronic project out, indeed, and it's online. It's called Yearning. Kashida. What is that?
Alicia Keys.
Because, sorry. Alicia, you're Kashida daughter from today. Kashida daughter, well done. Yearning. Yearning is the name of the EP project, and so I really want you to get a copy of it. It's online. Search by her name, search by the title Yearning, and you will see it. It's her only one, and so it's out there and it's available. James is saying, can I request Sweet Love by Anita Baker? Ooh, that's a big one, James. That's a big one. Does it mean a lot to you as well, that sweet song, Sweet Love?
I love love.
You know I know you love love.
You know I love love, and I love my girl, Anita. So, let's do it.
Yes, boy. Let's do it, James. Let's do it with Kashida Dottin with Sweet Love.
Stay with me, and you will see in my arms. I'll hold you, baby. Never leave, 'cause baby, I believe I'm in love. Sweet love, hear me calling out your name. I feel no shame. I'm in love. Sweet love, don't you ever go away. It will always be this way. Oh, just hold me closer to you. I will be all that you need. Just trust in what we're feeling. Never leave, 'cause baby, I believe I'm in love. Sweet love, hear me calling out your name. I feel no shame. I'm in love. Sweet love, don't you ever go away. It will always be this way. No stronger love in this world, baby. No, you're my man, I'm your girl. I'll never go. Wait and see, can't be wrong. Don't you know this is where you belong?
sweet. Are you making a mistake this time? Kashida Dottin is her name indeed. And again, our audience is so enthralled by your voice, Kashida. Care for it well. I know you care for the body well as well, and you'll do exactly what you need to do because you're quite a find. Where can we find you performing generally across Barbados?
Okay, so you could find me generally performing at Hilton. So I perform at Hilton on Wednesday nights. I perform at Bougainvillea on Sunday nights. And I have a show coming up. It's going to be a fully curated show, a lot of love songs, and a live band at the Sage Bar. At the Sage Bar.
Yes.
At the Sage Bar on the 14th of March. So you can mark that down if you want to hear some more of this as well. And yes.
Beautiful. One of our viewers said he can imagine you in a cozy corner just singing his songs. Ooh, you got the idea. Yes. Sage Bar allows that. 14th of March, we got to keep watching for it indeed. Kashida Dottin in with a live band performing her music and others as well, your covers, your favorite covers. Kashida, thank you so much for joining us this morning. As I said, continue being the songstress you are, the stylist you are, because clearly you understand how to, in the moment, interpret and to perform it. And I love that. That's not easy for a lot of people to do. You do it so well and so effortlessly. The EP is called Yearning. It's available online. And of course, the more you purchase, the more she can do. And so remember, March the 14th, come out and be a part of it with Kashida Dottin. Thank you again for joining us this morning. What a concert. And what a way to end this morning. Indeed, what a fantastic Friday too. My little crew joins me saying to all of you, for who? A shout out for the crew. To all of them, to you. Have a wonderful weekend. Be it the will of the Lord. We shall see you on Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.